So go ahead. But you know the thing, Hausa we say, "Leaf in daddy carry one." So that means the bad thing about sweet thing is that it will finish. That's
Yeah,
what it means.
absolutely.
That's
I
the bad thing about sweet thing. So no matter how sweet it is, it go finish. So no worry. We there, yeah, we there for you. We there wait you.
Yeah, but at least I'll come back feeling refreshed, restored,
It's
everything.
not the one that on Friday now I'll start hearing, Rose, you see, what happened is that
Rose, you see what happened is that I'll actually resume on Tuesday.
anyway, it's
We are going
okay.
to run through. We are going to run through. Please, Rose, I deserve it. Do that. No, 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 don't I deserve it?
For me, let's just move on.
Okay.
Whether
Rose
you
doesn't,
deserve or not is not the question for today, but let's move
Rose
on.
doesn't want to. She doesn't want to hook herself on live radio. That's all right. I'll see you after. I should is you. I will see you after. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's good. It's okay. Rose, you're looking so nice this morning. You don't look like your what this week has been to you.
Ah, you don't want to know what I've gone through this week. I
But you
thank
are
God that He has
glowing.
given me a face and a body that you will not know whether I'm suffering or whether I'm not suffering. You will not know my problems. Like it is you cannot just see it on me. God
Absolutely.
has blessed me with that. It's a follow up. So because
I
if I
love
want
it
to look
for
like my
you.
problems right now,
I love
plus
it for you.
Nigerian own.
Plus Nigeria.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
I love it. I absolutely, absolutely love it for you. Okay, we're going to run through the headlines this morning. My husband just messaged me that my children forgot their lunch bag. I don't understand. What am I supposed to do?
So as per mommy that you are now.
How does that? He's the one that drove them today. So how do that concern me? They will be hungry today because they were excited that their dad is the one dropping them. Well,
Oh, it's
what's my
okay.
own? What's my own? Everybody will be all right. Okay. Starting off the Punch newspaper, I was happy to see this headline there, Rose there. Soludo orders suspension of absentee workers after surprise secretariat visit. Now, it is
Mm.
common knowledge that anybody who works in government, that they that anybody who works in government, that they what's the English, they don't work, basically, that government work is not work. They don't resume on time. They if work is starting by 8 o'clock, they resume by like 12 and they close by 12:30. We hear these things, we know, we see it. I have a friend who,
That Lego man work has come for you.
I mean, I said there's a rumor. I said we hear. I didn't say it's not I did not say that's what you do. I say we hear. It's a rumor that we hear, but you know what they say about rumor. Rumor is smoke. There's no smoke without fire. You understand what I mean? So we shall heard that you people don't used to go to work. If I have a friend and put her on blast, I have a friend who hardly goes to work. And when sometimes I'll be like, wait, are you not working? But now she's been moved to another part of the government and then she has to go every day. I'm like, and she's like, oh my God, this is what people are going through. I'm like, yeah, welcome to real life. You know, so I was so happy to see this. I was like, okay, but we're going to, I think it's one of the headlines that we're going to talk about this morning. So I'm just going to leave it. And then he's suspending them. Okay, let's see whether this is a step in the right direction for everybody in government. Next up, we have Kano woman who delivered quintuplets dies, unfortunately. She lost her life, but her children, her 5 children, made it.
And you know the thing about it, she has other children before this one. Oh.
No, stop it.
Yeah, she had other children before this one. That the husband wanted to even run away.
You know, I was saying this to somebody maybe this earlier this month, and I said, I never really understand God sometimes in terms of you have people who are looking for children who are
Yeah.
they are comfortable enough, let me put it that way, so, comfortable, maybe well to do, and they don't have, they will do IVF here out, and they don't
Mm.
have, and then one girl or one woman will just open leg and pregnancy. Like, I never understand it.
And the pregnancy said you are seeing 5 on top of it.
If I tell you I understand it, I'm lying. I cannot understand it. And I'm always like, well, how is it that you're still, and then you look at their financial status, you're like, you cannot afford these children that you're having. How are you able to keep on, having children? It's just a very, very interesting, very interesting. But I mean, our thoughts and prayers with her family, hopefully. And I don't know, the children, I don't know. I don't know, God will give the man grace to be able to take care of his children, because women we they take care of children. So, sir, it's your turn.
It's well. I'm sure that, for everything, God has a purpose for it. And before all of these things happen, I'm sure that God must have raised people, put people in place that will help the father take care of this children that God has blessed them with. All right, let's head on to the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper, Ogun moves to end epileptic power supply.
We're going to go into that today. I said, we shall tabernacle here, because I said, Lagos, are you seeing your mates?
But wait first, now let us even know what they want to do first.
Lagos, it doesn't matter. All I've seen is the headline. Lagos, are you seeing your mates?
But there are some things too that Lagos have done that you can't even juxtapose it with Ogun State.
Because do you know that if they sort out the power issue in Nigeria, I can say categorically that 70% of Nigeria's problems are solved.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Is he somebody?
Yeah.
This actor, what's his name? Ibrahim Suleiman.
Yeah.
Came on Twitter yesterday and said they are fighting war in Iran and Iran still has lights. Yeah. When I said, yeah. Then this guy, Noble Igwe, replied him and said, what do you mean? Do they have coastal roads? Just the way, and I said that because we said, oh, there are things that Lagos is doing. Okay. But really and truly, if they sort out our power issues, 70% of our problems are done. Literally, like you can't literally. They are fighting war in Iran. They are bombing them, and they have lights. Like so. As per say this side now, if rain they fall, lights will come out. So war they happen, lights still day. And when I went to watch the Mothers of Chibok, those people don't have lights. That burning. That village does not have light. They were using candle. Mothers were using candles to do homework with their children at night. Some of them have never seen lights. Those children, imagine a 10-year-old child that has never seen light in his life or her life. Please, Lagos, are you seeing your mates? I doff my hat off to Abiodun. Whether it is true or not true, your PR is working. Let's leave it like that.
It was yesterday video for that was said that it's like his parents have woken up.
Yes.
They have woken up, because you go to some blogs right now and you go through, maybe out of 10 you will see one positive news in Ogun State. I'm like, road here, road there, this one. Like, if people have now woken up, happy. So you have to take your governor to say one thing that shook everybody, and then you people suddenly woke up to.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on to the next one on the Guardian. Simon Ekpa loyalist tackles Akpabio on Anioma state creation. Anioma state creation.
Yeah, to add another one. If to say it's a case of, we need more states so that we can cater to them better, is different. But the ones that we currently have are not being catered to properly, and then you want to create another one as an avenue to do it for corruption. No, people should stop it. Anyway.
So is it because he was the what was he, Minister of Niger Delta previously? Is that why? Because I'm thinking Akpabio, not be Akwa Ibom person.
It's South, exactly.
South. So I'm just thinking why he's so invested in, Delta and Anioma people and all.
Like, if they should even bother pushing that bill, because it doesn't make any sense. There's no justification for it. There's no reason for it. Anyway, moving on to the This Day newspaper, PDP, it's immoral, unjust to endorse Tinubu, appeals arrest order against chair. PDP is just waking up after their slumber of how many years? They should come and go and be going. Because right about now, which is the next headline, 8,453 party delegates storm Abuja for APC National Convention, Tinubu's affirmation. 8,453 party delegates, number one. Number two, 32 governors. How many states do we have in Nigeria? 36, right? Plus the FCT. And 32 governors have joined APC.
32.
Yeah. So when PDP were having their, I don't know, when Wike was doing what he was doing and PDP was doing what they were doing, they were all leaving to go to APC. So if you have 32 governors in APC, what's your remain now? Nothing now. All the best to everybody.
All the best to everybody.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on to the Daily Trust. On Daily Trust, ASU gives federal government 4-day ultimatum to pay new salary. 4 days. Wait, oh. Maybe they signed MOU.
Just waiting for you.
They signed MOU just towards the end of last year now.
I was waiting for you. Unfortunately, this will not happen because everybody's looking at 2027. Sorry.
Elections. Okay. Another one says, I'm not running for 2027. I'm not running for 2027 presidency, says Saraki. Okay. Let's head on to the Vanguard.
We have tragedy of Benway's forced relocation. Armed miners launch attacks, seize farmlands. I think we read something similar as well, Borno State, how the terrorists will most likely take over some of the northeastern states. And again, our governors, the governor of this state is watching this unfold and not doing anything about it. Again, the federal government, everybody's looking at 2027. So governance has taken I don't want to say a pause. It's taking I don't even want to say backseat. Yeah, let's just say it's on pause. Governance is on pause right now. So we're all just going to be winging it till 2027 when we know who the president is. Next up, we have Southern Ijo in chaos as alleged rapist of minor dies tree plugging. I'm so sorry, I'm laughing, but I saw a tweet about this thing that said that so you have power to rape somebody, but you don't have power to collect beatings. And it made me laugh so much. So this man, the minor that he raped was coming from the farmland or from the market with her auntie. He ambushes them and rapes this little girl. Then, according to the law of that community, anything like this is jungle justice straight up. And the jungle justice that they will do for you straight up is they will beat you. You will collect flogs of they will beat you 120. So he had only taken 40 strokes of cane when he lost unconsciousness, and by the time they rushed into the hospital, he died.
Only how many?
40. Nobody 20.
Only 40.
40.
Oh.
Yeah. Only 40. And then he was taken to the hospital, and so like the police. So the youth people are now like, oh no. I said, all this opera, no, we don't see and when the guy rape anybody. They said, well, jungle justice, one thing. Interestingly, they have arrested about 4 people who were linked to the beating. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of this because I don't know. I'm not for jungle justice. We talked about this many times on here, but 40 strokes of cane. Do you know the power it would take for you to jump on a minor to be able to rape a minor?
Like the mind, first of all, for you to do so. And then they give you 40, your body could not take it. Imagine the lifelong trauma that you have placed on that young girl, and then they gave you like 40 strokes of the cane. You have lost it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's head on to Premium Times. On Premium Times, court frees ex-minister Stella Odua from 2.5 billion naira fraud.
Yep.
Fraud charges after settlement with Nigerian government.
Now, I was like, wait, this matter has been since now. When after the show, go and read the settlement is undisclosed.
Undisclosed?
Yep. The settlement. They didn't say. Yep. Undisclosed. I kid you not. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's 30 minutes to 8 right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is the Daily News Review right here on Women Radio, and my name is Rose. Olufemi J is here, And we're just going through the headlines. Please feel free to be a part of it by dialing 07000 917 or 09155 917 Let's get to hear from you by sending us WhatsApp messages on 070 317 56537 or 08155 917 All right, the last one we can take on Premium Times this morning is court orders arrest of PDP factional chairman Kabiru Turaki. So those are the two headlines from Premium Times.
Wait, what?
Court orders arrest of PDP factional chairman Kabiru Turaki.
Wait, I thought that maybe there were two factions. There was the Turaki faction and the Wiki led one. Why are they arresting him?
Let's sit on to the nation.
Like we said,
Because
if they explain Nigeria to somebody and the person understands it, they never explain it because what? Okay.
My goodness.
To the Nation newspaper, Navy deactivates illegal refinery, recovers 20,000 liters of crude in rivers. You mean say we still get crude for this Nigeria? And we have fuel scarcity. You mean say we get crude for this Nigeria as well? Excuse me. Next up, we have Delta APC chieftain. Delta APC chieftain hails Akpabio, urges support for Anioma state creation. I mean, what is this? Please, 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 this should not even fly at all. At all, at all. What is this?
But I don't think this would. And the issue of Anioma is not the issue we start today. This Anioma state creation. No be issue we start today, because if you meet an Anioma person, they will tell you that, oh, if you say they are Igbos, they will say they are not Igbos. And then they will also tell you that, oh, they are not fully Delta, Delta people. So they are somewhere, in between Delta and Igbo. So it's not something that started today, but will this scale through? I don't think so, because this is not the first state that has clamored for separation. There was one time that your states here we're looking at because of how big Ibadan is and the states as a whole, we're looking at how maybe they should divide it and all. There was one time Kaduna State own self was also up for discussion, but that one self did not scale through. But with this one actually scale through, I doubt, except if maybe because Akpabio is the Senate president, he could maybe use his seat, his power to push for this. But I don't really see this scaling through anyway.
What makes it more interesting is that the what's their name? The Biafra people claim that the state they want to create is actually from the Biafra land that was given to them from Finland, one thing. So I'm just, I don't know. I don't see the
we get to see how this unfolds, because I mean, I just think that there is a lot that could go down in this, and yeah. So, but let's just see how this unfolds. The creation of Anioma states, I don't know, but we'll see how it gets to unfold. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Let's see how stories like this get, because let's not forget that. And another thing why I'm looking at it, that it might not just be something that will scale through, is that, I mean, everybody's attention is turning towards the elections right now. So who would probably sit down and have time and follow this through? So, well, let's see how all of this gets to unfold.
Next up, we have the cable newspaper, Owo Church attack. Is that me or you? Oh, whichever one. Owo Church attack. Suspect alleges DSS tortured him to force confession. And the next, Dangote refinery reduces ex-gantry petrol price by 75 naira to 1,200 naira per liter. Waiting on is 175 naira to this.
Like, mentally, I'm tired of the reduce 25 naira, reduce 15 naira, reduce 13 naira. Okay, let's take it back to this. mentally, I'm just like, but 1,002, who was it? An actress came out yesterday and, she saw the amounts on the fuel, dispenser
Mm.
and, amount of what she's supposed to pay for 90 liters she bought yesterday or day before yesterday. And she took a screenshot of it and she was saying, please, somebody tell her whether she's actually dreaming or whether she's seeing it well.
Mm.
I'm like, my darling, this is our reality right now. Whether you're seeing well, you're not seeing well. Unfortunately, it's our reality.
Yeah.
So we see. All right, Daily Post, Makinde abandoned governors for politics in Oyo, APC alleges. Okay. 2027 consensus option will produce right advocates, Iyabo Obasanjo says.
Mm-hmm. Not to even take you back, but like this one, they say APC alleges that Makinde abandoned governance. Please, are we being governed currently? Are any of the APC governors governing? I'm asking for a friend. As the president governed in a long time, I'm just asking for a friend, because you can say, oh, the president is doing XYZ, but then the things that when push comes to shove, or when he needs to speak on things that truly matter, case in point, this whole fuel situation, case in point, this whole light situation, case in point, the terrorism that's still happening. We're not saying anything, but then you're saying that Makinde abandoned governance.
It's a case of you remove what's in your eye before you go come out another person.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the Tribune newspaper, APC, and then we talk about governance. APC convention, federal government closes roads, orders workers to work from home. Are we governing? I don't get. Anyway. OPL 245 article replies, federal government says position grounded in public records, not politics. Do you know what it means to close down a whole road because you want to have convention? If person try and for any other state, they're not go green now.
It's because at the end of the day now them gets the power and the thing did their hand. Because I mean, why should you disrupt people's lives because you want to have a convention? So that could actually tell a lot. Other workers to work from home. So which workers are you ordering to work from home? Is it the state government workers or the federal government workers?
Or is it private individuals?
Or private individuals that's nothing concern them, concern your convention. They're just here to make money and provide services.
Yeah.
So if, a private business owner now has not given his people or her people the tools to work from home, what do? Would they now enter road, go and sit in traffic for hours before they get to their place of work and then become unproductive for the day? Because it's as good as saying you don't even come work. By the time you enter traffic reach there, how many hours of work you want to? Then can't they go back house? So it's actually is I think it's something that we need to plot right, because conventions happen in different countries, yeah. But does that disrupt work? I mean, so should they? Let me say, because you can actually do all of these things and do it right and not disrupt anybody's, day-to-day lifestyle or day-to-day activities. You can do these things and not stop people from going about their usual business. So why can't we explore some of those options? Okay, APC convention, no. Think about people that have to go to work. Think about students that need to go to school. Think about petty business owners that if they don't go out a day, they can't see food to eat. Think about all of these people. Are you factoring them in, or it's just about your own convention? And this same convention that you're having, you will just pull crowd and tell them things that you intend to do without even giving us sample of some of the things that you've done, or rather you give us samples of some of the things that you've started and have not completed. And then you just go ahead and strategize on how to pull people in, for the coming elections. you want to strategize, sit down and see, because when they look at your records, it's not giving them the confidence that you can actually go and have a clean fight
Mm-hmm.
and go back home. But no, because you know that when they check the records, it's not is not tallying, with what the people would want to see, so that they can actually vote for you from their own conscience.
Mm-hmm.
But since you know that, we not do well, we not do this one, we not do this one, and not be say people too like us like that. At the end of the day, see electricity. At the end of the day, see this one, see that one, see this one. But first, come to even think of it, sef, for me, with this issue of electricity, with this issue of fuel, is it not something that the APC should jump at, make it work,
Say
so
we
that you
said it.
buy into people's conscience?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's an opportunity, right? And this is just months to elections that we're talking about here. So
Absolutely.
if we have all of this going on, it's not something that you could jump on immediately and say, okay, let's sort out this one, let's do this one, let's see how we can help the nation, and then use that one to come and tell us that, okay, maybe
Yeah.
people are saying we're not working, when these people were fighting and they were saying that no fuel here, no gas here, this one, that one, but you people had lights now, so vote for us and we'll do more of this. You get. But
Yeah.
instead, we're not even seeing the presidency come out to say anything. Those around him are not kuku saying anything about it. Although, apart from Adelabu, who came out to talk about the electricity, even that
One.
one said, we just sit down, they look at with corner eye, paying Oga, this your apology, what they do, where you carry us go. You get. So where are we heading to with all of this? So it's just one kind. So you can actually have your convention and let anybody that does not support you, or anybody that does not really take you into um anything, or does not have you in mind, go about his normal business. You must not disrupt people's lives. Which one is workers should go and work from home? Well, except the federal government workers or state government workers who are supporting APC, or who their governors are, APC members. So if you're saying that go work from home, even if you say go work from home, you know that if it's state government workers or federal government workers of where this convention is going to take place, that you're just telling them to go and have a holiday,
Yeah.
because you yourself have not given them the tools they need to work from home. So, what are we talking about? And then the private people that need to get to their businesses, need to get to their offices. It's not going to be fair on them, because at the end of the day, you come and ask them for tax, you ask them for money for this one, money for that, and then you have told them now that this one day that we're going to have this convention, or the couple of days that we're going to do this convention for,
Yeah.
your people that will be coming to work for you, they might not be able to come, or they'll be having traffic, or,
Yeah.
or this one thing will stop them. So their productivity for the couple of days has now reduced. And then tomorrow you will come and stand and say, oh, you have not paid this one, you've not done this one, you have not done this one. Federal government regulation, this one, kiniko. Anyway, it's a minute after 8 right here on your Women Radio WFM 91.7, and this is the program, the Daily News Review, on the full breakfast right here on Women Radio. Do want to be a part of it by dialing 07000 917 917. You can also do well to dial 09155 917 917. Please go ahead to send us WhatsApp messages on 07031756537 or 08155 917 917. Those are the numbers to get in touch with us this morning. Don't forget you can join us live on YouTube at WFM 917. All right. So yeah, my name is Rose, and of course Fumi is here. Unfortunately, our analyst is on transit this morning, so she couldn't be with us. Even me myself, Gonsev, I just had to find somewhere that is a bit quiet so that we can have this together. I'm sure maybe you could hear some background noise, but yeah. So just bear with us as we go ahead to have this. And that's the good thing about technology. You can actually do it from anywhere,
Absolutely.
anywhere at all. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it this morning, starting up with the premium times. Oh, which one should we do first? The give me a second. Did not click.
Let's do the Ogun State one. Let's start with that.
Ogun State one, Abby. Yes, because we are in Ogun State. Okay, so this is from the Guardian newspaper. Ogun State moves to end epileptic power supply. The Ogun State government has begun the operation of the Ogun State Electricity Regulatory Commission, charging the administrative team to step up action towards building reliable electricity supply to residents in the state. The head of service, Mr. Kende Onosoya, stated this in Abeokuta, urging the commission to live up to its tasks in building an independent electricity market that would protect consumers on fair tariffs and market growth. Our interest is to serve the indigents and residents of Ogun State and not to be a hindrance to the wheel of progress, as the commission is empowered to regulate all electricity providers within the state. He said, we are building a power sector that is efficient and capable of supporting our journey toward becoming a true industrial mega city. Wow. Secretary of the team, Ms. Oluwatoyin Shonoiki, expressed appreciation for the advice, assuring residents that the commission would operate with dedication to the assigned duty in order to meet up with the desired expectations. Now, yesterday I was reading about this camp, Redeem Camp. And I read that since 2012, is it 2012 or 2002? I'm not sure which one of the years it is. They power themselves. So there's been apparently there's been no blackout in Redemption Camp since, is it 2012 or 2002? One of those 2 years. There's been no blackout for these years because they generate electricity by themselves. They have their own transformer, their own chemical, so there's always light there. And I said, that is interesting, because it means that this thing is possible. It means that it's possible for us to have light 24/7. Let's not lie, let's not steal. You know, it is possible. But I would like to know what your thoughts, our contributors, what do you think? I mean, Ogun State is saying, look, we're going to do independent power supply for the state. But my question also would be, will this get to villages in the outskirts of Ogun State, or is it just for like, because Nigeria is big as it is small at the same time, and you have some villages that have never seen electricity. You have some places
Ogun State itself is wide, is a big state. Ogun State itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
so what's the plan to cover all?
In fact, actually, where I stay, they tell you that one side, so the left side is Ogun State, the right side is Lagos State. So it is wide. Even this my area, if you go to maybe Alagbole, Akute, they'll tell you that it is Ogun State. Before you start going, and then there's still Ogun State that starts from just before you enter Bega. Opik is classified as Ogun State as well. So like you rightly said, it is big. It is big.
It is. You know, there was one time, I don't know, I can't remember if it's here I was saying it, but okay, it was on her lens. It was on her lens. I was talking about that. That around where my husband works, around between interchange and what do you call it? Between interchange and Abeokuta. So he walks around there, and one of the things that he said they were trying to do was to get independent power supply.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Oga, how I want to do that one for our company? And they said, well, there's a Chinese company that gives lights, that provides lights.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, So now you people know you don't have, if we're going to go off the what do you call it? The electricity company, if we're going to go off them. He said, well, it's not going to be like anytime they have it, fine. They don't have it, at least their production continues. I say, so now if companies around there, because we have a lot of them, manufacturing companies, if companies around there now are beginning to, get on this alternative source of power, then that means as soon as, before we know it, a lot of private individuals or homes will start plugging into that. You understand? So that means we'll start having electricity from maybe a Chinese company now will come and say, let's be doing electricity for you people, and you people will be paying. So it's like probably you are buying electricity from them, which is a good business for them because Nigeria no get lights. So that business it go really good because some companies right now are already, going into that, or rather taking advantage of that. So they pay a particular sum of money and you are being given light, according to the amount of money that you pay. So if that is happening, or if that can be done, and Ogun State is saying, it's going to do this, then I can see it happening. But how soon will this happen? And how efficient would this be? Is what I don't know. And
Yeah.
then how are we sure that it will not be a thing of, the government maybe putting pressure on this and then making it more expensive?
Yeah.
Because if on a normal day, if I'm coming and telling you that, oh, I can give you this light, I can do this for you, and then the government comes and is hammering on me, oh, you have to pay this one, you have to do this one, pay this tax, pay this one, pay this one, it will in turn, be on the customer itself. So this is a good move, or let me say it's a good talk, because it's one thing to talk and it's another thing to do. Okay, so let's just see how all of this gets to unfold. Now, the head of service, in Abeokuta said that the regulatory commission is living up to its task in building an independent electricity market that will protect consumers on fair tariffs and growth. So fair tariffs, yes. Market growth, but if it's well managed, because that's another thing. If it's well managed, okay, that would really be a good thing, and it will be interesting because I mean it's Ogun State. Ogun State is doing it before Lagos. It's quite interesting, and maybe in the Lagos self, I'm sure there are maybe I'm sure, they'll definitely come up with something. If this actually works out in Ogun State. If it works out in Ogun State, then I'm sure that a lot of other states would want to pick this up. So how soon will this happen? Oh,
We don't.
how deep will this go? We don't still know. At the end of the day, and let's not forget that people are anywhere that there's an alternative to something that causes you stress, or something that gives you heartache or is worrying you, you will definitely grab the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
You definitely grab that, because at the end of the day, you're trying to see how you can relieve yourself of a lot of stress or headaches. Okay, so if this is coming and it's coming to tell you that, okay, oh, you that is selling fish, your fish, you can buy fish in bulk and store it. You that want to do bulk buying and bulk cooking, maybe we'll start seeing Fumi packing down to Ogun State to come and live. Although she don't dey border, but she could not enter. She could just enter, come stay. You get so and people like Mrs. Oboli now that are moving to Ogun State. So you get to, this would be a thing of encouragement. So it's one thing to say it's one thing to actually do it. So now we're seeing that there's the will to actually, I mean, there is the will to do it, but is
Yeah.
there, the backing to make it an actionable thing? That's what we don't know.
I
So but it's good that at least they're thinking about it in the midst of the epileptic power supply that we have. So yesterday, I think after 2 days, they brought lights last night in where I stay. After about 2 or 3 days without lights, they brought
wow.
it yesterday night, and I think they brought it like some minutes to 10, or after, it's 9:30 to 10 p.m., and then it stayed till maybe let's say like 3 a.m. or so. And since they took it, so I was not telling my husband this morning, like, "Hey, this light's not, it's only God Almighty that no one else will see
Hell.
it." Honestly, so I
We've had
mean,
like to, in fact, when you have like and your heart is beating because you just feel like
when
hell,
they take it like this, you don't know
hell. In
again.
fact, we actually had light, but though we didn't have lights yesterday. at all. We didn't have that. In fact, as we were finishing the show yesterday, the light just went. I say,
After you make mouth yesterday.
I went. I say, see God, oh, because hey, the hot tears, and we're laughing about it, but this is a really, really serious issue. And like we've said, we've seen people have lights. There's some oil housing estates like in the Niger Delta that have lights 24/7. So this is not something that cannot be done. There are some estates that have light, they're able to, have their own plants. So this is not something that cannot be done. It's just that I don't know. The darkness that they want to keep us in, God will not allow it to happen. I don't know. I know we say, oh, we have prayed enough, it's time to work. But how do we work out us having lights? Do you understand? How do we work it out? Because we are just, I don't know. I cannot go to the plants now and be bringing wire together now. I don't. Anyway,
I just hope that this actually works out for we in Ogun State and works out for a lot of us. So hopefully this talk of, or this write-up of we are building, I hope is something that like is currently ongoing and it's not just on paper, and we're going to see this actually bring us to results that we get to see. So it's not the issue of Shebi they talk say, Shebi na me and you here sit down read say for me they do, like how come 1 year after we never see
we never
like,
see you.
So let's just hope that this actually comes to fruition and we all can actually benefit from it. So that's just my own share. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. If really they're able to follow through with it. So we'll not come and hear that, oh, after they spent 2.5 billion naira, we did not see the thing again. Or they'll start probing. One government will come and start probing this thing of power that this present government say it is doing. So they are probing it to see why it stopped halfway, or why the governor or the people in charge of it spent so amount of money on it and yet it was not done. So hopefully we don't get to hear all of those stories. We just get to see results.
Is that stop halfway one, don't say, because we've seen what refinery was it? Oh no, the dam. Was it the dam in Benue? I can't remember which one it was, that it also stopped halfway. And I was just like, that's it. And there's so much talks about, oh, go and do solar. But how much is solar? How much do I have?
Should be on was it Wednesday? On Wednesday, before we started the meeting, I was asking Emmanuel and Michael, hey, is there no small solar that somebody can just do, just to power gadgets and maybe carry one fan? And they were like, yes, there is a small solar, you can do this one. So they started mentioning, I was like, okay, very interested in the conversation. Until I said, okay, like how much would that cost? And Michael and Emmanuel are looking at me and saying like 1.5. I said, I told them, I said this small solar. And they just laughed. I say, oh, Rosie, it's like, I'm like, what are you mentioning? How did the conversation get to 1.1? Talk more of 1 point.
Yeah. Like we have an inverter, and our inverter is 3.5 kVA. Our batteries are 220, but those batteries are gone. Like gone. We've had those batteries for maybe 2 years, a little over 2 years, I think, and going to 3 years actually, because my son is going to be 3 in May. And we need to get new batteries. And the thing about solar is you can't buy new battery and use it with the old battery. You can't use it, so you have to buy brand new battery. So I was talking to my brother to say, how many batteries do you have? Or like, because my brother's setup is one that can carry TV, it can carry freezer, it can carry washing machine. Not at the same time though. The one that he has is intermittent, and then it depends on what time of the day. But in this time of no lights, he can't do many things at the same time. So I was not saying, he was not telling me about one battery. I said that we just need to buy one, and that one that has 10-year warranty, they call it lithium or something like that. I said, let's do now. How much is one battery? 2 million or something like that. One battery. I said, I beg. He said that battery will last 10 years. And I said, God, I beg. And I said, let me go and do research on but only for me to find one woman that was doing big Thanksgiving on social media about how she's done solar in her restaurant. 20 million. 20 million. So our inverter cannot carry fridge refrigerator because it's 3.5. I think my brother's own is 7.5, is why it can even carry fridge. It can carry freezer, it can carry washing machine. So if we went out to buy, and say, because we don't enter heat, we don't let me say we enter. We've been in the hot season for a very long time, number one. Number two is that because there's now no light, everybody's turning to solar. People are trying to find
something, an alternative, yeah.
So money is now increasing. There are actually some people that I know that are no longer on the grid. They've not been on the grid for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. They don't know what it means to be buying NEPA. They have that whole setup. But the money.
Anyway,
so when I say this 1.5, there's no such thing as that. So even I say, hey.
Oh my goodness. All right, it's 18 minutes after 8 right here on your Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is the Daily News Review on Women Radio. And this is where we get to talk about the headlines, look at what's been reported, and of course, I get to discuss on some of the headlines right here on Women Radio. And this comes to you Mondays to Friday from 7:30 right to 8:30. All right, so we just have a few more minutes here. Do well to send us WhatsApp messages on 070-317-56537 or 08155917917. Do well to dial the numbers 07000-917-917 or 0909155917917. Those are the numbers to get in touch with us this morning on the program Daily News Review.
We have some messages here. Beautiful morning to you all in the studio, but slept in darkness. Sorry. A lot of people have been. I saw this guy on Twitter. He said he woke up sweating and in a panic. And as he woke up, he just started swearing. He was just swearing for the government because he just could not anymore. So sorry about your night. He says, so the morning is not so nice due to the heat. Though we are used to sleeping without light for over 4 to 6 months now. 4 to 6 months now, we are used to
From
it.
who?
Mayor in Ikotunegbe.
Ikotu, is that where Orest is?
Yeah.
Which part of Ikotu is that? But I've not heard Orest complain of light.
No, it depends on the area now. Ikotu is big.
4 to 6 months.
That's
in this heat.
In this heat, we're so sorry. We're extending our hugs and love to you. He goes on to say ICPC is a toothless bulldog. Okay, where were they when a whole 210 million naira was missing under NNPC? In which Tinubu, the president, is the petroleum minister? The convention of APC will open their nakedness and will be worse than the PDP downfall. Oh God, arise and trouble those who are troubling Nigerians. Mayor from Ikotepe, thank you so much. And we hope that your light situation will be sorted. Please take it. Good morning to you in the studio. Saraki said his closeness to Yesam Wike did not mean he's working for the president, Tinubu, and that he's still backing PDP to win Kwara State. This is the joke of the century because all Saraki boys are in ADC, starting from Bolaji Abdullahi, who is the spokesman of ADC, and former governor of Kwara State, Fatai Ahmed. All these guys are Saraki's surrogates, and they are in ADC and Saraki's in PDP. And to end security, and to end insecurity, the National Assembly should do the needful by empowering each region to have regional police, as they'll be more effective than central police. Next up, that's from Additional Wasiu. Olusegun Ajayi says Bukola Saraki says he's not contesting for the post presidents. Saraki has lost every political relevance he has. He doesn't want to waste the remaining small money he has. His advisor is a good. Hello, good morning. We have a call.
Hello, Madam. I'm Madam Rose.
Hello, Evangelist Dixon. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Nigeria, we do all this. We need to generate everything faster. See how much it costs to to have a solar now. 1 point. When you pay that, you come and pay house rent 2.5 million. So how much is minimum wage? You don't even think of that. I don't know why like this, and I told you, what and this is what of you trying to before I don't have time to read my newspaper, check newspaper. I find time to study Bible and encourage myself in the word of God. So that you won't give yourself unnecessary hard luck. We get that when you should learn to do that because some people are working all the sniper and those places. People are there, but you are not doing the right thing. Faith can generate their own life. Like as things are going on, okay, sometimes we blame the government, and they have their own plan. We also have faith. The money they are being given to them that is tripled. They can generate their own life and transport fair, do something by providing free rating to ease all this and that, but they're not doing anything, and the position are not there. But so this government do they get a bit God is touching us to learn to do the right. God bless you, God bless you. Did I do great again?
Thank you so much, Evangelist Dixon. So everything he said. Next up, we have this one from Mrs. Oboli. She says, "Good morning, ladies. Trust you're both doing amazing. Happy Friday to all and sundry. At this point, Nigerians don't really care about any source of light that will come. Care where any source of light will come from as long as they see light and stop feeling the heat. Do you know that people are beginning to develop internal and external big boils in some parts of my area in Ikorodu due to the extreme heat? Even small solar now costs an arm and a leg." Yes, Rose was saying this week. Majority of us that don't have solar now were fooled in the past because we never thought a time will come in Nigeria where power will now become an illusion rather than a luxury. If you say, I don't know, we for don't do solar when the money makes sense, but now the cost of solar is killing the intending user. On what Rose said regarding power and Ogun State, it's a laudable one if it sees the light of day, but make them not suffocate the users with price chart. I beg, as two of them be our analysts today, can I ask a question? How did Governor Oti achieve this seamless feat in his state? Because that's a very good question. Because I don't know, Rose, did you see it?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. Does he have two head? He didn't have two head. He didn't have three head. He have the same head that we all have. And you know, when we see these things, because in fact, somebody said, let me tell you what was so interesting yesterday. I'm going to come for our governor again, Abiodun. Was it Abiodun or Makinde? Was in Lagos to welcome Tinubu back from London to Lagos.
After they follow and go London, they still follow and come Lagos.
I've not finished. Then he now went to, so Tinubu has gone back to Abuja, and he went there to welcome him back to Abuja. And apparently he went by road with convoy. I am not joking. If I was joking, I would be like, I saw the pictures of him in like welcoming Tinubu back.
No, he went with convoy. I be him the governor. He went by air. Then the convoy had to travel to go and meet him there.
I don't know which way the Sha went. So Tinubu comes to Lagos from London. Oh, everybody's doing handshake. And like you rightly said, they were all in London as well with him, and all of them still lined up to the handshake. So somebody now said, why is it that Governor Oti did not do all this welcome? And that person said, wait for when he wants to run for second term. That's when you see frustration of the highest order. I say, God, I beg. Because why am I welcoming you all over the place? And you're not using you're using the people's money to do.
It's just a lot. So you can actually do the right things as a leader. You can do it and you can achieve it. And trust me, 4 years is time enough for you to do a lot of the things that you said you want to do. If not anything safe, at least it's enough for you to start it in the right direction. And then you can come back to the people and say, okay, vote for me also that I will complete the thing when I start.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to capture people, the first 4 years, work like mad in that state. And then the next 4 years, because after you do all of those work, they will definitely vote you in. You don't even have to go and be speaking plenty grammar. They will vote you in. Then when they vote you back in, the next 4 years, finish the one where you start, then you sit down, people say you want chop money or you don't go do anything. Okay? At least let the evidence show that you did something.
Yeah.
You get. So at the end of the day, it's a political will. It's your consciousness. It's your conscience. It's how you have people at heart. It tells how much of the kind of person you are. Although we know that power actually corrupts, but even at that, yeah, if you look at yourself, you tell yourself, say, to say that my mama, now in the face waiting that woman the face, she be for do something about her. I'm not gonna let. So at the end of the day, just because say you don't know them, they don't know you. No mean say you are not responsible for them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you are. Because they are 1 naira, 2 naira, they reach you. Even if no be them directly, even if no with their own money directly, they reach you. Their children own they reach you. Children where they suffer train. Or one relative or the other. If they come to the government and the government see they use them. So I mean, what other excuse again do we need? Because before it was like, oh, the taxes we were paying, plenty. Tax we they pay, we're one of the lowest countries, in terms of collecting tax and all of that. Now, you don't divide the tax, you don't share them, you don't, break them down. That everybody now, at the end of the day has to pay. So there's now, the increase in the rate at which people pay tax because of the new tax reforms. There's now an increase of at which people pay tax. So now that there's that increase now, so why are we not seeing the changes? Although they go say that January just that, well, why are we not seeing these changes all around? But instead, we're now seeing increase in other things. Fuel has increased, transportation has increased, food has increased, every other thing has increased, including tax increasing. So where will they go? They carry us go where we don't know. But anyway, we leave it at that. It's our time is fast spent already. I didn't even know time.
Yes, I left you. I was like, yeah.
All right, so that's it on the daily news review for today and this week. Join me on Monday morning. And let's head on to go on with the daily news review. All right. So for me, it's taking a couple of days, but hey, she'll be fine and she'll be back with us. Okay.
Now,
She needs to go and
wow.
rest. What?
What do you mean she'll be back? She'll be back. Just she's taking a couple of days first. Leave it like that.
She will be back. She will be back. All right, so that's it on the Daily News Review. Thank you so much for your text messages and, of course, your WhatsApp messages and your calls this week and for today. Stay with us at 9 is the news. At 9:05 is her lens. Good morning.